1 second while I change some settings here, or at least look at the settings. Alright. Everything should be good to go. So hey, it's ExParrot. I'm back again streaming. This time on the game Dead Cells. Okay, there's the mic. Picked this game up yesterday, have been enjoying it quite a bit since then. Got some work done. This is what it calls itself a Metroidvania roguelike, and I can see it. It has elements of both genres. Reminds me a bit of The Binding of Isaac. The Binding of Isaac had more random attack power type thing, because the weapons in this game aren't just weapons. They have different stats, and you have to build up, or you have to upgrade your weapons as you go along. Get new ones or better, or find one. Right now I'm using the Spartan sandals, which allow me to kick an enemy back, and if they hit a wall, it causes an extra amount of damage. Not my favorite weapon in the whole world, but it's the one that the game started. I suppose I could have gone and gotten the beginner sword, which you can get at the very beginning of the game when you first start out. It's always available if you know where to look for it. But, you know, I gotta practice with this stuff. Let's see, shopkeeper doesn't have anything exciting. No. I got the bloodthirsty shield. Causes damage. I'm actually gonna switch to touch 2 because it has a longer parry, and I've been practicing my parrying skills because, well, it's like the first boss, honestly, with a good shield and good timing, is a lot easier to deal with. I can tell you the second boss is better with a shield because I haven't reached the second boss yet. I'm skipping a lot because I guess. Ah, that was Scroll of Power allows me to upgrade one of my 3 stats. Each item you get has a color associated with it, and each stat you increases the damage with those particular color items. You also get a hit points boost that has diminishing returns, so you know, first time I do Brutality, I'm going to get 50% boost. Next time it might only be 20%. Survival, you know, is a 60% boost right off the bat, but isn't necessarily have a lot of items that do damage with it. So you'll kind of mix and match as you gain items or as you need hit points. It's also a game that kind of lends itself well to speed running because it has a clock that keeps track of, and if you complete certain sequences quickly, you can open up timed rooms that give you a benefit or a bonus, but only stays open so long, and if you don't get to the room in time, you can't get into it. Promenade of the Condemned. And like any, well, I don't want to say any roguelike, it's not true. In a similar sense of Binding of Isaac and other games, see, I was 10 seconds too slow open that door. Anything you unlock stays unlocked permanently. Original roguelikes did not have that going for it. I say as somebody who played Rogue back in the day and then upgraded to NetHack when it was a popular game. But this game, at least you get to keep anything you've unlocked. Those blue orbs that show up are dead cells, and they allow you to upgrade your items or buy new items or whatever. And one nice little feature the game offers is the fact that you don't actually have to go and grab them. Whenever you are awarded one for whatever reason, usually because you killed an enemy or opened up a chest that had them, they'll just fly straight to you. So you don't have to worry about missing anything. You got him, you got him. Really need to start parrying a little more. Those training dummies there are really annoying because they offer the ability to make nearby enemies invincible. Oh, I hate these bats. Or whatever these things are. Teleport out of this section, which should make it go away, because I'll be too far away for it to find me. Now, obviously, the more enemies you kill, the more chances you have that they'll drop dead cells, so it behooves you to move quickly, but also behooves you to stay back and kill enemies. So you'll figure out your own balance as you go along. Alright, we have a shield, a cudgel 2, which launches a grenade, or shoots an arrow, whichever one I want. I prefer the grenade. I'm going to take Vampirism 2. It's like a potion, except instead of healing you immediately, it just gives you life drain for a short period of time. And, wow. Alright. I sucked. But only can use it once per level. So you have to then go back to a safe room in between, and then you'll be able to recharge your vampirism. So that was a quick death, and it sucked, but that's what happens when you get stuck with a bad weapon. I shouldn't have taken the Spartan sandal. Should have gone back and gotten the other stuff. Alright, so this is the blood sword. It's much better. Bloodthirsty shield is good. I'm not going to argue with it, at least. It can parry. Pretty much any shield I'm fine with except for the frontline shield, because the frontline shield can't parry. Parrying, like any other game out there that uses it, involves blocking the attack just the right time. And if you do that, you don't take any damage at all from the attack. If you just block an attack without parrying, you'll reduce the damage considerably, but you'll still take the damage. There was a successful parry. A little hole down there that wasn't complete, so I could jump down it. There's no such thing as fall damage, but if you fall too far, you will be stunned momentarily and vulnerable to attack. You can dash downward to ground stomp, which will hurt enemies that are in the area. And also, it prevents you from taking being stunned by a fall unless it's a really, really long fall. Alright, so we're going to go out to the toxic sewers and complete the first stage in less than a minute. So I only get 4 dead cells, but on the other hand, I should be pretty well set to get the time room in the toxic sewers, which will give me some dead cells. So let's see, what do I want? I usually go with combo because it rewards you for killing enemies in succession, and there's usually enough enemies that you can keep the combo effect up, and what that does is increase your damage per second. I'm not as good as explaining the game as some people. Like, I was watching Northern Lion do it. He has a lot more practice than I do, and it shows. Alright, so got the time door in time. So you'll get dead cells. You usually get some kind of money, although they're really weak on the money this time, and you'll be guaranteed a scroll as well. So since I'm using red weaponry, I'm going to use my brutality, which every rank always gives you 15% extra damage to all your red weapons. The HP bonuses at many turns. Yeah. But the rest isn't. Ooh, kebab. Gives me back some points. Early on in the game, you can unlock a potion that is reusable. So when you first unlock it, you get 1 use per level. And then you can buy upgrades for, which is what I'm in the process of working on, to increase the number of times you can use it per level. After you complete a level, you'll go to a room in between where you can spend your dead cells at the collector to improve or unlock stuff. really just unlock stuff. Lots of teleporters. It's interesting. You can roll with behind enemies, which is extremely handy. Alright, I don't have... Well, I have one green one. I'm actually going to go ahead and use it because it gives me 60% hit points boost. And I can use the hit points. Likes to drop bombs. After you kill it, you get out of the way. Oh, I'll just dive into the poison pool. That seems like a really great idea. Alright, a room like this, you get two choices. I don't like the Spartan Sandal, so I'm going to take the Sinew Slicer, which is a usable item and goes into your L2 or R2 slot. Not something I necessarily want to use all that much. These guys like to explode on me. See that? Ah, treasure chest. The Lightning Bolt 3 spell. Oh, that's tempting. But, you know, I'm going to go ahead and take it. Hey, I can actually replace my regular weapon with it. That's handy. Alright. Oops, wrong button. So it's... I mean, seriously, the flavor text for it is Join the Dark Side. It's modeled after Force Lightning from Star Wars. It's a pretty good weapon. It doesn't go... Or it goes through walls, goes through shields. I think it goes... Well, no, it doesn't go through walls. But it goes through shields. I'm not a big fan of the grenade. It's just a straight up grenade shot and it doesn't tend to do very much damage. Only problem with the Lightning Bolt ability is that it has a wind-up. And usually a wind-up skill like that can be dangerous because some enemies can attack very quickly and then you're stuck in the wind-up still, trying to get it going before. Do it max range. I think if you hold down the lightning bolt button too much, it'll actually hurt you to do it. So I gotta remember not to do that. Here's the ramparts. I'm gonna real quick poke up here and see what's up here. Oh. A door that requires gold to open, but it has a scroll behind it. So, since I'm using now a green item as my primary, I want to increase survival to improve the damage of lightning bolt. Teleport back to the closest teleporter to the exit, and in the ramparts. Not very bright, but at least there aren't any monsters here. So, a place like this, you'll encounter the Collector, who allows you to upgrade stuff. I'm almost about to upgrade my health flask to level 3, which will give me 3 uses before it runs out. You can reforge if you don't like the bonus you get. Ooh, upgrade to plus quality and reforge modifiers. Let's go ahead and do it. So it's a lightning bolt plus 3. It deals extra damage to a frozen target and the victim's burn. I'm going to go ahead and reforge this one. I haven't experimented with this much. Okay. Absorbs damage. 75% damage on a block. Blocked attacks inflict bleeding, and if I parry, it extends it to nearby enemies. Critical hits deal 20% extra damage. I'm hoping that plus 25 damage means that I do extra damage, not take extra damage. Alright. Good use of gold. Now we'll go ahead and do this. Let's see. I'm not sure which of these I actually want. It recovers 15 of hit points after a parry. The only problem with that is it doesn't work on the first boss. I tried using it, it didn't do much. So I'm going to do Necromancy instead. I'll get 3 hit points every time I kill an enemy, which it adds up over time. That restores all of your hit points and restores all your potion uses. Let's go to the ramparts. since there's a lot of flexibility in the game with spells like lightning bolt, fire spells, bows, shields, weapons, you can build a lot of different styles to match your particular style. Distance and fall down the hole. Alright. Falling off the ramparts costs you hit points, which sucks. I can't say I recommend it. Ah, heck, it doesn't go through the shield. Problem because, oh crap, Elite Inquisitor is bad. Let's go ahead and heal. There's the Inquisitor. Elites are a pain in the ass in this game. Absolutely. Ooh, I can electrify water. I didn't know that. And I'm dead. Elites, they aren't joking around. This is not like Elites on Binding of Isaac or Enter the Gungeon. Elites in this game will mess you up. So I'll get back 6,000 gold as long as I was carrying at least that much. I was only carrying 5,084, so oh well. Balance Blade is spectacular. Frontline Shield. Okay, we'll go ahead and take the Firebrand spell to my offhand, which causes my hand to be set on fire like that. Unfortunately, it's not great damage. It's kind of a fire and forget sort of situation. Or you can throw it, then wait into battle, knowing that your enemy is going to be weakened. If you can get something like a oil sword, which when you hit your enemies and puts or coats them in oil, then you can really do some damage. It's a nice combo. I believe if they're oiled, they'll take extra damage. Alright, Scroll of Power. We're going to go ahead and use Brutality, which will change the fire to be more brutality based than otherwise. Right, meal tray. Been abandoned here for some time. And there's a drumstick. Sure, it's been abandoned, but let's eat it. God know how old drumstick. Hey, you there. Oh, it's you. Looks like I'm on the right side of the door for once. Damn, I didn't mess around. No answer. Alright. Sometimes, like with that tray there, you can get something useful out of it, an item, food, whatever. See if I can jump back out. Those things can be broken for some money. If you can break open a door when there's an enemy on the other side of it, you'll stun the enemy for a brief period of time, which is fantastic for obvious reasons. Alright, another scroll upgrades anything, so we'll go ahead and upgrade this. Here we have a shop. I'm not a big fan of any of those items, so I'm not even going to waste some money. That's a gilded door. You can pay the money that's listed beneath it to get the item behind it. In this case, it's vampirism, which again is not something that I really wanted it to be a great item, and it's not. Because of that drawback of only being able to use it once per room, it doesn't give you enough hit points to really justify it, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe if it's upgraded or something, it'd be useful, but right now, it's just not something I like to use. Again, though, personal preferences in this game. You can go with the build style you like, or whatever. So, 7 whole cells will give me 1 cell short of being able to find my health flask free. We will go ahead and reforge... Well, can I reforge the balance blade? Yeah, I guess I can. Upgrade. Victim's burn. That's handy. Shoots an arrow upward when used. That seems like a... I don't know why I didn't ever use that before. Don't need it. I'm already at full health and have all my charges. Alright, 1 minute 53 in. I bet you it's going to be about 2-minute timer on the door, so I'll probably miss it. We'll see. Maybe it'll be 3 because I don't see the door immediately. Money, which offers you... Or Jim offers you money. Go ahead and shoot that down there. I don't think it matters. Missed it by 19 seconds. Yep. It's dark down there. Not that I'm scared. But I'm getting tired of diving into blackness and groping around in the murk. Yeah, I don't care, buddy. I'm going to jump down. So, secret zone discovered. All the heaviest stuff is piled up here. And I found a wolf trap. When you throw it down on the ground, it creates 2 traps that immobilize anybody who walks into it. People really throw all sorts of junk into wells. No wonder they got sick, drinking from the same places they dumped their shit. Fortunately, there are some idiots out there who also drop gold into wells. So full of water, looks like it's going to burst any minute. Corpse, huh? Blah. Alright, let's see now if I can get out of here. Okay, let's see if I can figure out how to get out of here. Alright, there we go. Roll is extremely useful for getting behind enemies or dodging through their attacks. Get them out of the way. Ah, didn't roll out of the way all the way. Oh, excellent. I forgot that using my spell now shoots an arrow, and arrows will automatically home in on a target, making it much easier to hit those little enemies that fly around. Alright, Guardian Scroll offers either tactics or survival. I'm gonna go with survival because it offers more hit points boost. We have a shop. Spartan Sandals can just fight me. We have the Frost Blast spell, which blasts enemies in front of you and frees them. And we have the Bloodthirsty Shield. So I can have my shield. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. That way I have a shield. Is there a scroll of power listed there, but I don't have it? Oh, because apparently I didn't grab the scroll when I was down here. So call the other one. Check this wall for secrets. You may counter a wall that has a spot you can hit. Usually there's money behind it, but there might also be food. If it's a particular location, there's a few places where permanent items or upgrades are available. You just gotta find it. You'll also find runes along the way that gives you certain abilities. Ooh, that was bad. Almost rolled off the edge straight into those spikes. Ah, good. Parry can knock back at them. That was bad parry. Bad parry. Oop, accidentally hit the button and dropped my wolf trap anyway. That's right. You can't be hurt by your own wolf trap. Frontline shield cannot parry. You cannot parry item ones. Hit the ice grenade. That ice grenade freezes an enemy when you hit him with it, but only until you hit them. And then it's usually slowed right after. These little statues, once you have a certain rune, you can use them to teleport from one location to another, which usually has secrets in it, or treasure, or something of the sort. Oh, almost got hit by that. At the very least, blocking it reduces the amount of damage I take, so even if I don't parry it, taking less damage is better than taking full. Tree Grenade, Vampirism 3, which actually reduces my damage received if I take it, and covers the ground with oil that burns around you if I use it. You know what? No. Vampirism, again, I've already said, not a big fan of it. I was sitting there thinking, man, I could go ahead and restore a few hit points, get my damage reduction, but honestly, picking up an extra slot for 5% damage reduction is probably not that useful. Blueprint acquired, Cleaver. So blueprints unlock a new item in the game, but you gotta take them out of the current level into the, to the collector, otherwise you don't get to keep them. But thankfully, here's the collector. This will give me my health potion, level 3. Health potion can now be used 3 times. I cannot get the health flask level 4 unlocked until I've unlocked 4 more items. So let's see. Blocks attacks while charging forward. It's a critical hit when you stab, you're in the back. The double cross bow-o-matic. The Hunter's Grenade, permanent upgrade. Let's go ahead and unlock the Assassin's Dagger. We'll go ahead and... Now I've already upgraded that one, so let's upgrade the Bloodthirsty Shield. Attacking just after a parry inflicts 300% damage, absorbs 95% of projectile damage when held up. Not bad. I've already upgraded the Balanced Blade. Alright, so you can only have 3 mutations, at least so far in the game I can. So now I have to decide what else I want. I think what I'm going to take this time is Dead Inside, which gives you a 30% hit points boost. Restore my health on my flask, and move on to the ramparts. Oh, really? I'm looking at this. Nobody saw that happen, right? Well, actually, there's nobody on the Twitch stream at the moment, so... Nobody saw that happen. On the other hand, this is going up on YouTube later.
Baby warning.
Baby warning. That's fine. Got a kebab already, which doesn't mean good when I'm not actually hurt on stage. Okay, I need a new weapon. That much is a kebab. Because my current weapon is not cutting the mustard very well. Alright, so Took some damage. Let's go back and grab that bow to get 15% of our hit points back. There's a Freya. Reflecting an arrow or blocking an arrow like that will usually reflect back at the archer, or if there's somebody else standing in front of the archer, or if the person standing in front of the archer. It's very handy. That room out. Looks like a treasure room out here. Some chests you may see will talk to you and have a face and all, and they are curse chests. I had to think for a second there what they're called. Cursed chests will usually drop 3 items out of them, but they'll curse you when you do. The disadvantage of a curse is you're given a set number of enemies, I think, that you have to kill. Because I only had it once. I had to kill 10 enemies. And if I took a single hit before I killed 10 enemies, I would die. I got to 6 enemies and then took a hit. Got through that time to 15 dead cells in the scroll. We'll come further down here, in which case we have a room, flower pots. A whole bunch of plants that seem to have been underwatered recently. Looked like this guy loved flowers. Hanged prisoner. Guess he wanted to choose the time of his death. He's holding a faded flower between his fingers. A moment of silence. Nah, I've got better things to do. So that gets me the topaz amulet, which replaces the prisoner's collar that you start with. Get gold as well as a cell. Mattress. All the fabric from the bed seems to have been torn up and used elsewhere. Large pot. There's a label on the pot. Do not water after midnight. The thing planted there looks less like a flower than an experiment gone horribly wrong. Was able to time that one perfectly to parry the shot back at the enemy who shot at me. But now I'm cooked. So, let's go ahead and heal real quick from my action. Always a risk when I do that. I'm going to jump right down the hole between the ramparts. Alright, real quick, before I go down, I'm going to go over here and grab the scroll. So, tactics or survival? Let's go with survival. Ooh. Here we have another guardian scroll. That's some money. So, we're going to go survival again, get another 27% hit point boost, plus boost our shield and our traps. Then we got to get out of there. Up. Alright, seems like there should be something down here, but there isn't. Kind of surprised I got out of that room without taking damage. Really felt like I should have. Not that I'm complaining, but I didn't. This requires a special ground pound ability that I do not have unlocked yet. Combat and movement in this game is so fluid. I mean, which is important with a game like this. Alright, I've got an elite in the way, like it or not. I'm going to try and kill it by parrying all the arrows back at it. And succeeding! So, Golden Amulet. Reduces damage taken by 10. Gets gold as well as a cell. Damage from projectiles reduced by 75%. I approve. Let's go ahead and recycle the amulet, which is an ability you can unlock. Allows you to sell back the items that you have for a fraction of the cost. The more levels you have in it, the more you get back for the item. You cannot sell back the items you start with, though. Alright, got scroll down here. Upgrade brutality because I want to upgrade my weapon damage as much as possible. I'm going to need it here soon. No weapons, really? Ah, okay, I can't wall climb either yet. So this, I can't go any further down here, so let's see if I can remember which side the platforms are on and get out of here. That pace slows down considerably in the ramparts, usually. It's like the end of the road. Maybe. Black Bridge. Alright. So we get a restroom in between. Not a rest room. A room where I can rest, not a bathroom. Cleaver. Inflicts bleeding on enemies to walk over it. We have enough cells to unlock a lot, really. So I'm going to finish unlocking the Assassin's Dagger on this one. Let's go ahead and unlock the broadsword too, why not? Well, I won't unlock it, I'll get it most of the way. I'll be 3 short. So, Assassin's Dagger, that's actually handy that that happened because I can immediately upgrade this. Not be sold, okay. Then go ahead and reforge it plus 50% damage from your max hit points, shoot an arrow upward. Alright. Grab my third and final mutation. Let's go ahead and do melee. Increase damage of 2 enemies nearby me. We'll go up to boss number 1, the Concierge. He's a pain in the butt, but if you're good at timing your parries, he can be a lot easier. Area of effect spell. Ah, much time I parry that time. Much time I block that time. Again. I forgot that whenever I use an ice grenade, I slow down the enemy. Oh, that was Alright, looks like he's going to drop his fire attack. Yep. Very able to use my potion before I got hit with that effect. Got it! What are you doing? Alright, so that's a legendary Spartan Shields 3. Colorless. All the legendaries I found are colorless. So it doesn't matter, it just uses whatever your highest level is. but it offers extra 100% damage taken while used, but heal whenever you hit the enemy, as long as you're close to them. Hint, I don't like that so much. I'm actually going to destroy the legendary, sell it. I don't like Spartan Sandals in the first place, but I found that whenever I take a item that doubles the damage I take, I die quicker. I mean, go figure. You're taking double the normal damage. Alright, this person here will take your extra dead cells, and you can invest them in order to improve the drop rate of items. So whenever I have extra cells and I see them, I tend to go ahead and invest. If you're quick enough defeating the boss, and you're through that tiny door, but I am going to take the other 28 dead cells over there. I'm not going to invest them there. I'm going to invest them with the collector. I appear to have a comment. Hold on. Let me open up my Twitch dashboard on my phone. See what's going on. I'm not seeing it, so hold on. I know I can see. 2 people joined the stream. Hi. Can I view the broadcast settings? View comments. Oh, hi, Edward. Yeah, this game is been just a blast to play, honestly. I don't really want that broadsword right now. So, let me go ahead and let's see, what else do I have? 25 cells remaining. Let's go ahead and unlock the double crossbow-matic. I really need to start working in the hunter's grade to try and make it easier to hunt for rare blueprints. We're gonna go ahead and take the double crossbow-matic and replace the ice grenade. I'm not a huge ice grenade person because of that whole slow effect. It means I mistime my parries. I'm a duck? Is that what you're telling me, Freya? Or a dog? Oh, your mama drew a puppy on there.
The puppy.
Yeah, the puppy. These guys love to drop all kinds of stuff. These guys are pain in the butt. They'll either swing that cannon at you 3 times, or they'll shoot a cannonball at you. Ah, mistimed that. Ah, you know, I'm usually a lot better at these guys than that. So we're going to enter this door. Bang! Hey! I got through the time door with 3 minutes to spare. That calls for an upgrade to... Let's see, I've got 1,587 hit points. I'll only get 10%, but I'd rather have the damage. Collect my dead cells. Teleport back to the entrance. Alright, lots of cells now. I just gotta get out of here alive. Alright, 8% hit points boost, plus 15% damage. Yeah, I'm good with that. Go ahead and drop that crossbow-matic if I can. Ugh. That sucks. Alright, so, in this zone, you're going to have to grab 2 different village keys before you're allowed to leave. But thankfully, the room that actually has the key in it is marked. So this one's marked with a different shot, or different marker. So it's a shop. Alright, what am I using shield-wise? Bloodthirsty shield plus 3. So I can do a greed shield, which transforms arrows to gold, victim's burn, launch grenade. Poisons enemies blocked with parry. Why not? I'll buy that one. Place my right hand slot and sell my old shield. Grimoire. Research notebook. The treatment administered to the latest volunteers seems to be producing results. They are still coughing, but they are vomiting much less. Or less blood in any case. Am I on the right track? The stain here. Is this more of a urine or a bile color? Probably a mixture of the two. Concentrated essence of purpurunum. 8 times a day, morph the subject vomits. Resuscitate if necessary. Note any signs of improvement in the register. I think it's one of those cases where the cure is worse than the disease. Most of the interesting books and products seem to have been pillaged already. I don't think there's any point in looking at the prisoners' quarters for books. Although it's probably an unfair stereotype. But just between us, these guys weren't exactly the sharpest tools in the shed. Ah, animal. Here, you take the animal. I don't know. Alright. This one has a treasure in it. According to the marker there. Wow, all kinds of dead cells. I'm up to 42. I have got to get out of here alive. This is the cursed treasure. I don't want to fight the cursed treasure because having to do some task with any hit killing me is bad. I missed scrolls over here. Wow, I missed all kinds of stuff, didn't I? Alright, let's go outside. Hop up here. Get the scroll. Let's improve damage further because why not? Ah, you know, I knew he was going to do that, and I still didn't block it. Ah, excellent. Restore health class charge. Restore 50% of my hit points. I don't have enough money to buy a recharge, but restoring my hit points is good. This for some more money. Another scroll. Advanced brutality level 10. Lab. So many points there. That symbol beside the door shows key. This is where the village key is at. Village key. Let's get out of here. Oh, wrong button. I rolled instead of jumped. Alright, we can unlock door number 1. I gotta find the second key to get out. And there it is. That's convenient. Village key. Out of here. There's the crossbow. That isn't bad. I'm gonna go in the treasure room because treasure. Oh no. 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 We're not getting treasure. I'm not gonna try and face down an elite. Not when I'm carrying this much 48 dead cells. Guardian Scroll. 26% hit points is a bigger boost, so I'll take that. Oh, that was... And there's another one. Son of a gun, you are irritating me there, Mr. Pirate Cannon Dude, or whatever you are. And of course, I got no one blaming myself. If I take extra hits, that's on me. Really? Alright, still got one more potion. I think that gives me time to come in here and see what's in here. Uh-oh. This is a different exit. The Forgotten Sepulchre. I've never been there before, so let's do this. Check that for secrets. Nope. Oh, now I'm actually seeing the comments on the right-hand side of the screen. Alright, 49 dead cells left. So the question is, what do I want? Hunter's Grenade. That's what I'm working towards. There we go. Alright, talk to you. Reforge Plus. Add victims freeze other enemies for 1.8 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this one as well. Victims emit a toxic cloud, and if I freeze a target, it increases damage to the frozen target. I'm still using that same Assassin's Dagger, which sucks. I've already got 3 mutations, so I can't do anything there unless I want to reroll them. Or change them out. Alright, I've never been in here before. I have no idea what kind of enemies I'm going to face. So this is the anomaly she's looking for. You come a long way down beneath the surface, Fallen One. Dark is the path you have chosen. The light of the Guardian Monolith will guide you. Aw, crap, I remember hearing about this room, this place. But for how long? Behind you, that big light just there. So the way this works is nightlight. Decrease damage, lights your path. This area has periods of darkness. As you run through an area, you'll light up. If you spend too long out of light, you will start taking damage. The nightlight helps because it gives you a portable place to light something up. So let's see. That. So if I start taking too much, if I start taking damage, I'm going to go ahead and use the nightlight, which has a long recharge time, but it's just a light source right there. Worse yet, if I hang around a light source too long, it will start being less and less effective for it. So I can't just hang out in one area all day. Oh man, upgrades, and I can't afford any of them because I spent it all to buy the nightlight. I don't got no one to blame but myself. Let's get out of here. Oh, that was stupid. I went to the wrong place, you can tell. Crypt key required. Behind the door. I'm not sure where I'm going to be going now. 2 skulls up here if I can jump. 4% HP boost. Okay, but still a 15% damage boost. I don't think it's going to be enough money to purchase anything. Oh, duh. This appears to be a way I can teleport somewhere else I haven't been to yet. 8,500 tribute, I could get like 10 dead cells. I'd be happy just to get out with the cells I have. Ooh, a rune! No, an elite. We'll get to the rune after. Got him. Ruby Amulet. 20% damage received. Minus 20%. 2 extra jumps in midair. Poison enemies that wound you. Oh yeah, that seems really good. And I was hoping there'd be a new rune there, but there isn't. Impaler. I love this weapon. Impaler has long reach. It usually has average DPS lower than other weapons, but if you back your enemy against a wall, it'll cause extra damage. Research notebook. The bodies have broken up and this darkness. I can no longer continue my experiments on the Malays here. I don't think there's anything else here to explore. And dead end crud. Okay. Yes, back down again. And once again, oh, 26% hit points. I really can't pass that up. Forward further. And there's the crypt key. Alright, I need to go find a teleporter, take it back to where the crypt key is. Up. I just walked right past the frickin' teleporter. Of course I did. Alright, twin daggers, not interested. Sinew slicer, not interested. Let's go with extra hit as much as possible. Yeah, I was in midair. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is, but I'm going for it. Oh, wow. Alright, that is. Whew. We have another crypt key, but I haven't found the second door yet. And I can't use it because I can't wall climb. Alright, let's go this way, because I didn't go this way before. Alright, Freya. You can watch. Alright, more hit points, or more damage rather than hit points. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pop my nightlight, of course, and there's a lamp right there after I do it. Oh, that was cheap, game. Nicely done. You're gonna get down? Okay, you get down. Scroll of power drop on that. Nice. 1% extra hit points. There's the second door. Oh, that was damage. Oh, I don't know those enemies. Those are new. Oh, okay. Shot comes back. Do the one. What is this? Clock room. And here is me being silly and attacking foolishly. Holy moly, I killed him. And we have the Assassin's Dagger. Oh, extra damage. I don't want extra damage. I don't want to take extra damage in order to use that item. I just don't. And here we have a new blueprint. Hayabasa Boots. So, okay. Click on the challenge of 2 elites and I can unlock a new item. I approve. Entering the clock room should save that blueprint as well. 71 dead cells to spend.
Cake.
You have a rice cake, sweetie?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is it tasty? Is it good? Alright, 20 left for the Hunter's Grenade. Now, let's go ahead and reforge and upgrade. Critically deal 20% extra damage. Fix extra 50% damage when I'm at max hit points. Unfortunately, the nightlight is now not any good. Not separately. Alright, clock room. I've never been in here before. Uh-oh. This looks like it might be a boss room. High drama. Yeah, this looks like something interesting. The Timekeeper. Oh. Let's finish this. Holy moly. Okay, yeah. This battle wasn't already tough enough. Let's add falling spikes to the room. Got him! Spartan sandals. Not a big fan of Spartan sandals, honestly. I like the reach of the Impaler. I'll keep that. High Peak Castle. Don't think I have anything yet to reforge. Freya, what are you doing? Put that Kleenex back. Oh, well, crud. I expected there to be a room I could... a timed room. Instead, I handed him all my cells. Alright, that's fine. I can get to 100 grenade next time. High Peak Castle. Finger. Yep. Please leave your shoes at the door, trophy. What in the world did that guy do? Okay, that enemy is annoying. New room in here. Sorry if I don't accomplish much. I'm focusing at the moment on trying to figure out these enemies in their paths. Okay, these guys have impalers like me. Oh, lovely. And a leech. Guy who's got been infected by the malaise. Oh, that is exciting. Look at the key to the castle. So lost. Alright, we're gonna take whatever offers me the most hit points, I think. Which is this one, which offers 14 hit points, plus it improves my crossbow-o-matic. Can't climb walls. What do we got here? Assassin's Scroll. We're gonna increase that damage because I need all the damage I can get. Grimoire. Research notebook. The bodies immersed in the latest solution are changing less quickly. I must extract the essence of this solution and apply it to the other volunteers. That just sounded dirty. Didn't mean for it to come out like that. 10 extra dead cells. I'd rather hang on to my money. I don't know what I'm going to do for. I don't need 10 dead cells. And at this point, I'm happy just to survive. Alright, a red door. Says I can cross. Boom. Elite Inquisitor. Alright. First things first. Heal. Got the Elite Inquisitor. Alright. I can get one extra mid jump, reduce damage from this, reduce damage, damage from projectiles reduced. It seems like it'd be so good.
Hi!
Hi. Malaise infection high. But I don't know what that's all about, but... Oh, that brings me closer to... Okay, I am rapidly... Oh, I'm out of potion. Lovely. Alright. Let's get out of this room. Alright. Bloodthirsty Shield 5, Cudgel 7. Let's go ahead and buy that. It is a better shield. I can't read it to you at the moment, sir. Here. Oh, no, really? Oh, this doesn't look good. And I'm dead. Whew. That was a long run. Probably about time for me to go ahead and finish up this stream anyway. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this stream to an end at this time. It'll go up on my YouTube channel later if people want to check it out. So I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time.